Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Dan from the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel, and I am here to lay the smackdown on Monday Night Raw. The Raw after Money in the Bank 2021. And what, I gotta say, what a good pay-per-view that was. And yeah, we move on, obviously, to this episode of Raw. And wow. The first Raw back with fans, this really did not let us down in the slightest. So we knew straight off the bat that John Cena was going to come out and essentially reveal to everybody why exactly he is back. Cena essentially said that people were asking him the who, what, where, and why. He said, okay, so the who brought me back. The crowd and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns being this overhyped, arrogant guy, basically. Why is he back? Well, sorry, what is he back for? He said he's back for the Universal Championship. He's back for Roman Reigns to challenge him at SummerSlam. And that is the where. At SummerSlam in the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. And why is he back? He's back because Roman is an arsehole. Goes around saying he's the best, but it's the crowd that will tell you if you're the best or not. It's then confirmed that he will indeed be on SmackDown. Matt Riddle comes out. They do a little thing with saying bro to each other. And yeah, then Cena leaves essentially. And then it just leads into the first match of the night, which is the Viking Raiders teaming up with Riddle to take on John Morrison, AJ Styles, and Omos. Funny spot in this match was towards the end was essentially what ended the match was Riddle shooting the dripstick into the back of Omos. Omos didn't know who it was. He thought it was John Morrison or The Miz. Chased after him, threw Morrison in the ring. Viking Raiders hit the Viking Experience on him for the 1, 2, 3. Your winners, the Viking Raiders and Riddle. So it's now confirmed again next week that we are getting AJ Styles and Omos taking on the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Could we see a tag title change there? We don't know. But we do know as well there's going to be another tag team match next week. And we know two people that are going to team up, and that is Ali and Mansoor. Mansoor's first match in front of a live WWE crowd outside of Saudi Arabia. And then literally as they are just talking about this, Sheamus just barges into the office, tells Mansoor he just goes to jog on, kid, says that he doesn't like being told that he has to defend the championship again against Humberto Carrillo. But Adam Pearce said to him, look, you can't be proud of your victory last week and how you won it. So they've set up Sheamus versus Humberto Carrillo with the stipulation that if Humberto wins, he will get a shot at Sheamus's United States Championship next week. So yeah, later in the night, they do have this match, but Sheamus's mask is what played a big part in this. Now, Humberto punched it, hurt his hand, Sheamus headbutted him, then bro kicked him to get the win. Now, I think Sheamus is probably claiming now that this is like a solid steel mask or something like that. But as I say, we are not entirely sure. I don't know where this is going, but, you know, definitely there's a few contenders potentially for the United States Championship. We know, obviously, that somebody that was meant to win the United States Championship will be back. But we'll get to that later on when it happens. So for now, obviously, Sheamus is still your United States champion. He will not be defending against Humberto Carrillo. And yeah, so we then get Natalya and Tamina taking on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for about the 95,000th time in the last, few months. But yeah, Reginald accidentally cost them this match. Jackson Baszler, that is. I love Nia Jax's new look, by the way, with her natural hair, and their gear looked amazing. You know, I really did like this presentation of Nia Jax. Reginald accidentally costing him. Then after the match, they seemingly broke up with Nia Jax headbutting Reginald. But Reginald's night did get a whole lot better because while he's in the ring selling his injuries, down come Akira Tozawa, flanked by the usual 24/7 goobers. And essentially, Reginald hits 2 moves, a nice little flip. 1, 2, 3. Your new 24/7 champion is Reginald. He then puts the belt on, backflips all the way up the ramp. I tell you something, I like it. I like this. Reginald as 24/7 champion. It's something different that they're doing. It's going to be somebody who can flip about, obviously flipping about with the 24/7 title. And thankfully, it's not Ricochet that they're putting in this position. So I'm going to literally I'm just going to flip around a little bit here. So we then got Bobby Lashley issuing an open challenge, but who comes out to answer it but a returning Keith Lee. Keith Lee, who we've not seen on TV since February. Fantastic to see Keith Lee back. Definitely a super performer. And I think, he's definitely going to be a guy that's going to challenge Sheamus at some point for that United States Championship. Lovely to see him back. Lovely to see him looking so healthy as well. But much like the last time he was on TV, he is interrupted by a certain Goldberg. Yeah. Keith Lee and Goldberg. Are we leading to this down the line somewhere? Because when Keith Lee challenged Drew McIntyre for the WWE title, Goldberg came out to obviously set up the match at WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. This time, he comes out, gets a few moves in with Lashley, manages to break out of the Hurt Lock, but eats a spear for his troubles. 1, 2, 3, obviously, Bobby Lashley wins. Then Goldberg stares down Bobby Lashley, says, "I'm next." Seemingly now setting up that as your championship match for SummerSlam. So obviously not the rumoured Brock Lesnar match that most people were expecting. But even so, hopefully it's just a straight up Bobby Lashley domination of Goldberg. It doesn't need to go long. Just come in, couple of spears, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully Lashley will just retain quite quick. So, yeah, we then obviously get the debut of... no, we didn't. Sorry, we got a Jinder Mahal promo. So Jinder Mahal obviously talking all about the Drew McIntyre stuff. Then revealed it was his birthday. So we got Veer and Shanky to sing happy birthday to him. But then who would come in but Drew McIntyre, flanked with a steel chair, beats up all 3 of them, goes to town on Shanky, whacking him over and over and over and over again with the steel chair. Then ends up doing a thing where he whacks him 20 times. A crowd counting down every time he hits him. Yeah, I like this new aggressive side to Drew McIntyre. Just cut out the silly crap with the stories and stuff. This is what we want to see from Drew McIntyre. Then, oh my days. This is where it's going to get quite ranty, guys. I'm sorry. We then get the debut of Karrion Kross on the main roster. A moment that should be a momentous occasion. The NXT champion making that jump. Sorry, I'm going to correct myself. The undefeated, bear that word in mind, undefeated NXT champion. Nobody has been able to beat him in NXT. The only time he lost the championship was through injury. He came back and he's won it. No one's been able to beat him. So they're thinking, okay, so his opponent, they're hyping him up, former WWE champion, showed his first victory in 2008. He's got the old No More Words music back. That's right, guys, Jeff Hardy. You're thinking, okay, this is good. Karrion Kross can come in. Jeff doesn't lose anything by getting a defeat here. Have Jeff Hardy beat him? Not only did Jeff Hardy beat him, he beat him in under 3 minutes. With his feet on the ropes. What on earth are you doing? Is somebody that out of touch with NXT that you can't see what is right in front of you? For goodness sakes. You've literally jobbed your champion out. Is he going to be taken seriously now? If he goes back to NXT tomorrow, are they going to take him seriously there? What on earth are you doing? Like, don't get me wrong, Jeff Hardy, legend of the industry, he doesn't need to be beating Karrion Kross. Oh, it's getting me angry, man. And where the heck was Scarlett? The big part of his act. Scarlett, the entrance, the in-ring work. This menacing figure. And you have him lose in 3 minutes to Jeff Hardy. And not even lose, but lose with Jeff's feet on the ropes. He doesn't need to lose that match. Flipping heck. Oh, I'm trying my hardest not to swear as well, honestly, but it's just so frustrating. The fact that this guy should be coming up, they should just literally have the character he's portraying in NXT go straight back over into Monday Night Raw. But no, you job him out in his first match, his first night there. Ugh. So annoying. But yeah, I guess obviously there is more positive things to come. So earlier in the night, we had Charlotte Flair come out for her champion's address. Cut a promo saying that she is the opportunity now. She is a one-time Divas champion, a 5-time SmackDown Women's champion, and a 5-time Raw Women's champion, and thus becoming the first 11-time champion ever. I think she's kind of forgetting NXT in that as well, because she was NXT Women's champion, I believe, twice. But there we go. So yeah, then Rhea Ripley obviously comes out. No, actually, so Charlotte actually mentioned about Becky Lynch. She said the crowd are chanting Becky, Becky, Becky. She goes, oh yeah, Becky's at home breastfeeding. And obviously subsequent to this, we've seen a tweet from Becky Lynch. She's like, oh yeah, even while I'm at home breastfeeding, I'm still more over than all the women on this roster. So, oh, I love Becky on Twitter. Love her even more when she's back in the ring. But you know what? She'll be back when she's good and ready. But yeah, Charlotte says, obviously, Becky's at home breastfeeding. Rhea Ripley then comes out. Charlotte says to her, look, I've got your title. The crowd chant Rhea Ripley's name. It's probably the most over Rhea's been. Rhea then says to Charlotte, look, if you really do think you can beat me on any night of the week, do it tonight. But then Charlotte reminds her about last night and her knee, declines Rhea's challenge. This brings out Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. They confirm there will be a rematch. Charlotte Flair then kicks Rhea Ripley's knee before she leaves the ring, leading in to our main event. The main event of Charlotte Flair taking on Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Rhea's knee gets worked over quite a lot in this match. And yeah, seems like Charlotte's had enough. Rhea chases her, gets smashed in the head with the championship for her trouble. Both women are laid out on the floor when who should come out but Miss Money in the Bank, Nikki A.S.H, to see A.S.H in her briefcase on Charlotte Flair, comes in. Now this was not what we usually see, because now they have this thing where they have to wait for the champion to get to their feet, have it as a proper match and ring the bell. This was old school Money in the Bank. Come down, briefcase, I'm cashing in, on the top rope, ring the bell, crossbody, 1, 2, and 3. Your new RAW Women's Champion, Nikki A.S.H. Nikki A.S.H is your new Raw Women's Champion. And oh my days, watching this, I was so proud Nikki Cross, the first British person to ever win Money in the Bank, the first British person to thus cash it in and become the Raw Women's Champion. Wow. That was amazing. And ironically as well, this, obviously we know that Charlotte Flair has some decent records in WWE. Obviously, she holds the records for the most women's championships in WWE. She also now holds probably an unwanted record, and that is the record for the most times somebody has been successfully cashed in on ever. Now, bear in mind, the women's Money in the Bank briefcase has only been cashed in 4 times. 4 times it's been cashed in. 3 of those were actually on Charlotte Flair. And every time we've seen a new champion. That's mad. The only other time, obviously, was Asuka when she was obviously handed the women's championship last year. But yes, it's so crazy that Charlotte's been cashed in. Obviously, John Cena's been cashed in on 3 times as well. But one of those times it was unsuccessful with the Damien Sandow one. But yeah, I'm absolutely delighted for Nikki Cross. You know, it just brings me so much joy seeing the smile on her face and seeing how hard she's worked to get a gimmick over that she pitched. You know, Vince is said to be very, very high on this. And, you know, the fact that she said that she wanted to go ahead and do this superhero gimmick, just let her have a decent run with a title. You know, we did mention about it last night as well. And you know what? I'm in a good mood for this. Got Johnny in the comments here. No More Words is back. Yeah, definitely. I love the fact that that theme song is back. And I'm just hoping that that's not the only reason that they had Jeff go over on Karrion Kross. But yeah, anyway, I've had my rant about that. So yeah, so anyway, Becky, as I said, Becky Lynch is back. I'm so happy that Becky is back. And yeah, I guess that is pretty much everything for this edition of Lay the Smackdown. As I said, we are so super proud of Nikki Cross being a fellow Brit. She cashes in Money in the Bank. She is the new Nikki A.S.H is your RAW Women's Champion. Congratulations, Nikki. I'm so happy with that. How you can go from being so annoyed with one segment to then the very next match being so delighted with something is beyond me. But yeah, for now, that is everything, guys. I have been Dan. You have been fantastic. If you haven't already, leave some comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow all of us on Twitter at You can follow us all on Twitter at RN Pro Wrestling. Follow me at Dan_RebNoise. For now, I have been Dan. You guys have been great. Thanks a lot. Take care. And I will see you all very soon for the NXT review. Take care. Bye for now.